5 signs she wants you to talk to her. Do not miss this. This is exactly when to approach. Girls, women are masters at dropping hints without saying a word. A glance, a small touch, a subtle shift in energy. These aren't random, they're calculated. The real question is, are you paying attention? Here's something that might surprise you: over 70% of human communication is nonverbal. That's according to research from Dr. Albert Morobian, a pioneer in body language studies. Yet most men, they completely miss the signals women give when they actually want to be approached. And I get it. No one teaches you how to spot these signs. You're told to be confident, make a move. But without knowing when the right moment is, you hesitate, you overthink, and before you know it, the moment's gone. That changes today. By the end of this video, you'll have a radar for these signs, so you never miss your shot again. And if you stick around till the end, I'll even drop a bonus tip that takes things to a whole new level. Let's get straight into it. Welcome to Emma, your go-to channel for real relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationships. Sign 1, her micro-expressions brighten when you're around. The first thing you'll notice is her micro-expressions, those tiny, fleeting facial movements that appear before someone can mask how they're really feeling. These are the purest signals because they happen so quickly, she may not even realize she's doing them, but they're like a tell, all book written in less than a second. So what exactly should you be looking for when you walk into a room? Her face subtly lights up. It's not a big theatrical smile. Instead, you'll catch the corners of her mouth lifting slightly, her eyes widening just a bit, or her eyebrows raising for a split second. It's quick, blink, and you might miss it. But if you're paying attention, it's unmistakable. Think back to a time you've walked into a cafe or a social gathering. Maybe you locked eyes with someone across the room. You noticed that brief, almost instinctive smile before she looked away. That's the kind of micro-expression we're talking about. Here's why this matters. Micro-expressions are involuntary. They show genuine emotion before a person can consciously control it. Renowned psychologist Dr. Paul Ekman's research on facial expressions has shown that these subtle cues are universal. If her face softens or brightens when she sees you, it's a strong indicator that she's glad you're there. The key is to stay relaxed. You don't need to stare or overanalyze. Just be present and observe if you notice her micro. Expressions brighten every time you show up. It's not a coincidence. She's signaling that your presence makes her happy. That's your cue to approach with confidence. Sign 2. She forgets personal space boundaries near you. One of the clearest signs that a woman wants you to talk to her is when she starts forgetting personal space boundaries around you. Now let's be real. Women are very aware of their space. If she's standing closer than necessary, brushing against you, or not pulling away when you naturally close the distance, it's not by accident. Here's what most guys miss when a woman isn't interested. She maintains her personal space. She'll step back, angle her body away, or even use objects like a bag or a drink as a subtle barrier. But when she's drawn to you, the opposite happens. She'll find small ways to be physically close without making it seem too obvious. Picture this: you're at a casual event, maybe a party or a coffee shop. There's plenty of space around, but she's standing just a little too close. Maybe when she laughs, she lightly touches your arm, or you're both waiting in line and she accidentally brushes against you, but doesn't move away. A study published in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior found that when people are comfortable and attracted to someone, their personal space naturally shrinks. It's a subconscious way of saying, I like being close to you. Now, does this mean every woman who stands near you is into you? Of course not. But here's the difference: if she's choosing to stay in your space, even when she doesn't have to, that's your green light. If you notice this happening, don't hesitate. A playful remark, a simple, "Oh, you're really comfortable over here," with a smirk can be a great way to acknowledge the moment and create some tension. The key: read the room, stay relaxed, and make your move. When the moment feels right, sign 3 repeated glances followed by quick shifts. In focus, one of the most obvious, yet most overlooked signs a woman wants you to talk to her is repeated glances followed by quick shifts in focus. And here's the truth: women aren't staring at random guys just for fun if she keeps looking your way and then looking away quickly when you catch her. That's not an accident, that's intentional. Here's why this happens. Women are naturally more subtle in showing interest. Unlike men who might hold eye contact confidently when they see someone attractive, women tend to use a series of short, repeated glances to test the waters. It's their way of checking you out without being too obvious. Imagine this: you're at a cafe sitting across the room from her. You glance up from your phone and boom, she's looking at you the moment your eyes meet. She immediately looks down at her drink, pretends to check her phone or adjusts her hair. Then a few minutes later, she does it again. If this keeps happening, she's not just scanning the room. She's waiting for you to notice this behavior isn't just a random social quirk. It's backed by psychology. A study in the archives of sexual behavior found that prolonged or repeated eye contact is one of the strongest indicators of attraction. If she wasn't interested, she'd either avoid looking at you altogether or glance once and move on, the mistake most men make. They overthink it. They convince themselves it's just a coincidence. It's not. If she's checking you out multiple times, that's your go-ahead. The next step: hold eye contact just a little longer. Give her a subtle smirk and watch how she reacts. If she smiles or looks down with a bit of nervousness, congratulations, you've just been invited to make your move. And 4 nervous but inviting gestures. Hair lips aimed at you. A woman's body language reveals far more than her words ever will. And one of the most telling signs that she wants you to talk to. Her nervous but inviting gestures, the little things she does with her hair, lips, or clothes when you're around. Here's the psychology behind it. When a woman is attracted to someone, her body will subconsciously react. It's an automatic response. She's not consciously thinking, let me fix my hair to get his attention. But the moment she sees you, she starts self-grooming. So what does this look like? Maybe she twirls a strand of her hair while looking in your direction. Maybe she bites her lips slightly while listening to you talk, or she adjusts her outfit, smooths out her dress, or subtly touches her neck. These small movements are instinctive ways of drawing attention to her femininity and signaling that she's aware of your presence. Ever noticed a woman suddenly fixing her clothes when you approach? That's not a coincidence. It's a form of preeing behavior, which, according to body language experts like Joe Navarro, is a clear indicator of attraction. Women do this to subtly enhance their appearance when they're around someone they find attractive. Think of it like this. When you're interested in someone, you naturally want to look your best. You straighten your posture, maybe run a hand through your hair or adjust your shirt. Women do the same thing, but in ways that are more delicate and intentional. The key is to observe. Not obsess if she's playing with her hair, lightly biting her lip, or fidgeting in a way that seems focused on you. She's probably feeling the tension. That's your cue. Lean in, engage, and take the conversation to the next level. Sign 5, a noticeable pause. In her usual conversations when you step closer, one of the most subtle yet powerful signs a woman wants you to talk to her is this. She pauses in her usual conversations when you step closer. It's almost like her brain has to process your presence before she can continue. Here's what's happening. Women are hyper-aware of their surroundings, especially when someone they're interested in enters their space. If she's mid-conversation and suddenly hesitates, stumbles on her words, or seems momentarily distracted when you step closer, that's not random. It's a natural reaction to someone she's drawn to. Picture this. You're at a gathering and she's laughing, talking animatedly with her friends. You walk past or step into the conversation, and for a split second, her energy shifts. She glances your way, and then she readjusts. It's subtle, but if you catch it, you'll realize she's acknowledging you before she even says a word. Now you might be thinking, isn't that just normal social behavior? Not quite if she wasn't interested. She'd carry on seamlessly, barely noticing your presence. But when there's ATT traction, that brief hesitation is her body's way of recalibrating, processing the excitement of you being in her space. According to research published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology, attraction momentarily disrupts cognitive function. That's why people sometimes lose their train of thought when talking to someone they find attractive. So what should you do? Don't hesitate if you notice this pause. It's your cue. Make eye contact, smile, and step into the conversation with confidence. Because at that moment, she's already noticed you. Now, it's just a matter of whether you'll take the lead. If you've made it this far, you're officially part of our community. Drop the word confidence in the comments so we know you're leveling up in the game. And because you're still here, I've got something even better for you. A bonus tip that most men completely miss. Bonus tip. She creates inside jokes and references with you one of the most underrated yet powerful signs. A woman is interested in you is when she remembers and brings up little things you've said before. This isn't just small talk, it's intentional. If she recalls something random, you mention like your weird obsession with pineapple pizza, or that you always forget your umbrella when it rains and playfully teases you about it later. She's not just making conversation, she's building a connection. Here's why this is huge. Women don't go out of their way to create shared experiences with men they aren't interested in. If she's making inside jokes, referencing past conversations, or using little details from your talks to tease you, it means she wants to stand out in your mind, just like you already stand out in hers. So next time she throws in a playful, "Oh, let me guess, you forgot your umbrella again," understand that it's not random, she's subtly signalling. "I remember things about you, see you. I like you," that's your sign to lean in. Escalate the conversation and start making your own inside jokes with her, because once she starts doing this, you're already in her head now. You know the signs, so don't overthink it. If you notice these cues, trust yourself and make your move with confidence. The worst mistake you can make is hesitating and letting the moment pass. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. It helps us grow and reach more people like you. And if you want more content that gives you the edge in dating and attraction, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Also share this with a friend who keeps missing obvious signals, because let's be honest, we all know someone who needs this. We've also handpicked another video for you. It's on your screen right now. Click it and let's keep leveling up together. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.